Welcome and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tequila B with TruLuv Designs, and today I have a little Friday sewing chat for you all. And make sure you stay until the end of the video because I have a little hidden gem in there for some of you. So I'm gonna jump right into it. So today's Friday Sews is basically just some new sewing tools and things that I picked up, some things you probably didn't know you needed in your life, in your sewing life. Yes, and some new patterns and some old patterns, and yeah, we're just going to talk about it. So I was working on a project and it called for some gross grain or Petersham ribbon, which I didn't realize was one of the necessary materials or tools for this project. So I ended up having to go on Amazon and order it last minute. And it required 1 inch of this ribbon, 1 inch wide ribbon. And so I was able to get 50 yards of this off of Amazon for $8.99. And this is what it looks like. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. Before I ordered that, I actually made a trip to Hobby Lobby to see if I could find some, and like there were no associates around to help point me in the direction of what I was looking for. And this is what I originally picked up from Hobby Lobby. So not much difference, except it's colorful, it's striped, and it's wider. And honestly, I was going to use this ribbon, but I just wanted to make sure that I was like in the right neighborhood of ribbon. And even this, it doesn't like say anything about gross grain on it, so I really wasn't sure. But I googled it while I was in the store, and per the description I was given on Google, this seemed to fit the bill, and I still think it does. But when I came home, something told me to just look it up on Amazon, which I didn't think about in the store, because I probably could have found something similar there, and I found this. So since I knew this was actually gross grain or Petersham, I went ahead and ordered this, and I'm still going to use this. So that ribbon I used in a beret that I made, and it's actually kind of like an interfacing, a finishing, you know, but I'll share more about this in this project in another video. Moving on. So I'm pretty sure we all saw Mimi G's video on that punch tool. And when I saw that, I knew I was getting it, because those little circles on the patterns really drive me crazy, because I usually kind of use my pen. I use my like pins to kind of tear a small hole in it without tearing the tissue paper. So, and most of the time I do pretty good, but I'm always scared that I'm going to rip it, you know, too much. So I did pick up me a punch tool, and it actually came in this little case. It came in this case, which I wasn't expecting. I really thought it was just a punch tool itself, but anyway, this top snaps on. You just pull it off. You have your punch tool. It comes with a metal ruler. You can change the tips. So depending on what size holes you want to make or what kind of project you're working on, these little tips are different sizes. The holes are different sizes, and these tips did not come in this case. So the case was actually in here by itself, but I put these in the case just because, you know, I felt like it would be a little safer. So if you can see that, there's the little hole, and you can tell that they are like different sizes. Like that's a bigger one, and this one is a much smaller one. So there are different sizes. And then there's also this little tool, which I don't know what this is used for. Mimi, if you know, let us know, because this was new to me. So also Okay, so like I said, you can change the tip, but so I'm trying to figure out like where that paper goes. Like when it's punched, it reminds me of a hole puncher. I haven't unscrewed any of this because I don't know. And even so, I'm unscrewing this, and this removes this part, so it makes your tip a little easier to get to. I'm trying to see how that comes off. I don't know. Anyways, I can't even unscrew that to get it off. So I just want to know where the paper goes and how do you empty this, or do you empty it? Mimi, let us know. We're waiting. Now, I'm going to show some new patterns that I picked up, and they are charm patterns. I'm sorry if you're getting tired of seeing those, but they are. This first one is the Drama Club Cape, and I think this is absolutely gorgeous, like very sophisticated and gorgeous. Now, don't think that it's just a cape like this back part. No, all of this is part of the cape, okay? All of it. You see that? And I think that is just gorgeous. Now, you could wear this anytime because it kind of acts like a coat slash cape, but it's really nice and really classy. So I can't say that I wouldn't have anywhere to wear this to, because you can wear it, you know, you can make it in a fabric like that's for a general like overcoat or something, or you can make it like for a specific garment, you know, with a specific purpose. It's up to you. But I did like that one. And then the second one is the Chest Club trousers, and I just like the look of those. It doesn't look like there is like a fly front zipper or anything. I don't know if there's a like a side zipper or anything like that, but as far as I can tell, there is no front fly zip, which I have not done, and I'm not ready to tackle that yet. So I felt like these would be kind of easy and straightforward, and I'm actually looking forward to making those pretty soon. I like the look and style of those. Okay, so for the old patterns, you may remember when I was talking about my dream Valentine Day dress, I originally wanted to use this pattern here, but guess what? When I went to work with this pattern, I had picked up the wrong size envelope. I had the larger sizes, and I was like devastated. I was like, oh my God, this sets me back so much, because it was earlier in the week and I knew I wouldn't be able to get out to Joann's until later in the week, and it was just like throwing off my whole schedule. I was going through my pattern books looking at what other patterns I could use to substitute for this, and I noticed that I had some more patterns that had the larger size envelopes. Now, I do have some patterns where I intentionally have both envelopes with the different size ranges, and that's on purpose. Most of those are my vintage patterns. The others are some patterns that I know like maybe some others might like as well, so I made sure that I got the larger sizes. But the ones that I really wanted for me, I realized they were in the larger sizes, and I just wasn't paying attention when I purchased them. So I put all of the instructions and patterns back into their envelope, and I just said, you know, the least they can do is say no. I'll see if they let me exchange them. I didn't want to return them for any money or anything, but you know, the worst they could say is no. So M7786 was another one that I had the large size in, and I went and exchanged. And then M7908 is the other one that I also had the larger size in. Now, I was really hoping that they had this because this pattern was purchased specifically for my daughter because she wanted a jumpsuit with a front zipper. And this is literally the only pattern that I have that comes with a front zipper. So I really wanted to make sure that I was able to get that smaller size envelope for her. Now, the other two patterns that were in my stash, that I got the larger sizes in is M8311 and M8323. I like both of these patterns. Now in this one, the smallest size is 16, so I know that's going to be too big for me. And in this one, the smallest size is a 14. Now I could gamble with the 14 and see how that works for me, but in the past, the 14s have just been too big. So I would hate to cut this up and it doesn't work for me and someone else could use it. So I have no real use for these two patterns. So if you are watching and you want to get your hands on these patterns, let me know and I will send these to you free of charge. This one is M8311, okay? And the size range is 14 to 22. So if you want this, let me know below in the comments. This will be first come, first serve. The next one is Macaw's M8323, and this one is sizes 16 to 24. Again, same rules apply. Let me know down in the comments if you would like this pattern. It's first come, first serve. I will reach out to you underneath your comment and let you know how to get in contact with me to get these patterns in the mail. You'll have maybe 24 hours to respond. If you don't, I will move on to the next person if there is more than one person asking for the pattern. So if you are interested in either of these, let me know in the comments below. Okay. If you want both, let me know which one you want the most, because I do want to give this to two different people. But if no one else responds, then I will be more than happy to give you both patterns. So if you feel like you want both, let me know the one you want the most, just in case someone wants the other one. I think that's pretty fair. That's all I have for you in this episode of Friday Sews. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video and you've decided to subscribe so that you don't miss out on more content like this. Until next time, keep sewing.